All right, before we get this video started, first I want to say this particular video, viewer discretion is advised. And Mom, if you're watching this, you might want to turn this one off. So we're going to talk about my first experience with my beer goggles on. Now, a little bit of backstory is my first wife I dated pretty much all through high school and everything, so I didn't date a lot of people and
No, you just played with them.
So after my first two divorces,
I didn't count the first one he's talking about is my mother. So all respects to my mom. I love you.
So I decided to start hitting the bars. So I went to this bar restaurant called Torero's. And originally I didn't want to go. It was a friend of mine's birthday party, and she talked me into it. And so I told her, I said, well, if I'm going, then I'm going to need you to pick me up and you can be my driver. And she said, okay. So we get over to Torero's. And then she tells me, well, I got to go home and check on my kids. I said, okay, so I'll wait here for you. So about an hour goes by and she didn't come back. And then she finally calls me and says, hey, I'm not coming back. I got to stay here and take care of my kids. And I was like, but you were my driver. And she said, well, sorry, I'm not going to be coming back. So I stayed and I kept drinking. And so recollection has it, from what I recollect, is I was drinking and I had my arms around a couple women. Apparently, it probably wasn't a couple women.
No, it was one woman that looked like a couple combined.
It was, yeah. Apparently, it was a really big woman. And I've got nothing against big people. I'm a big person myself. You know, big people need lovins too.
Yeah.
But this woman made me look like I was anorexic. That's how big she was. And so when I'm there and I'm drinking, and my daughter here, Catherine, she shows up and she talks me into going home with her. She doesn't try and stop me.
No. I tried to talk him into going home with me. I was like, Dad, you sure you want to stay here? Are you sure? Because he has his arm around this chick. Like, so it's basically like me compared to my dad right now. He's, are you sure you want to go home? He's like, no. I'm like, Dad, come on. We should go.
That's her story. And when you see some of these other stories, you'll notice somebody else that tends to be in a lot of my drunken stories.
Yeah, but I'm not the idiot.
So, anyways, I don't remember what happened the rest of the night. I do remember waking up the next morning. It was about 7 o'clock in the morning I woke up. And there was a phone call that woke me up. Well, apparently this woman, she had a roommate and they shared a studio apartment. Well, she kicked him out of the house when we got home. So he went out, I guess, to sleep in his car for the night.
When we got home?
When she took me home.
When we got home.
Yeah. So she kicked him out. He calls up, wants to know if he can come home and eat breakfast. It wakes me up. All I remember is this huge stump laying across my chest. Which was her arm. And she looks at me and I'm looking around. And she goes, are you glad you came? Do you regret coming home with me last night? And I'm still looking around. Well, the bar was in California and I ended up in Brookings, Oregon. Apparently I rode home with some friends of hers.
Yeah, apparently, because he didn't go home with me. I tried to.
I didn't have my car, so I'm looking around, and the only thing I can say is, how the hell am I going to get home?
Yeah, and then he lied about the address, and she took him somewhere else.
Well, actually, she called up her friends to come pick us up because apparently she left her car back in California. And well, her friends, I didn't know him very well, but he worked at the prison with me. So I'm sitting in the back seat of his Jeep, and she's next to me, and he's looking at me, and I'm just with my head down, doing this. And
Oh, what did I do?
so she wants to drop me off at home, and I'm like, well, I'm not giving her my address. So I had her drop me off at my parents'
Dad,
house.
she's probably gonna see this video. You know that.
That's
right?
all right. So I had her drop me off at my parents' house. So later on that day,
I just tell him it's your parents' house. Now she knows.
well, she don't care now. It was years ago. So
Maybe
later
they
on
just
that
never
day, I
know.
call my friend up, and I call her up, and she goes, "So what happened last night?" So I explained to her about what happened, and this lady is calling my friend up, wanting my phone number, wanting to know where I'm at. Uh, kept bugging her, kept bugging her, and I'm like, please don't tell her where I'm at. And so she told her, she kept telling her, hey, it was just a one night stand, something that happened. It's over. Leave the guy alone. So basically, that was my night.
Oh, basically that was your night, huh?
That was it.
Oh yeah, okay.
So all I have to say is, if you guys drink, have somebody around that you can trust that'll pull you away, and not afraid
I was what the
to grab you and put you in their car.
Okay, so I was trying to get him to go with us, but he was like, "No, I'm fine here. I ain't going nowhere. Bloody,
That's-
bloody, fucking blah."
That's her story.
Yeah, no, that's my story completely because I was sober at the time.
Yeah, wait until you guys hear about when I talk about my 40th birthday.
I was just gonna say
Guess
we should
who's
talk
there
about the
again?
40th birthday. Yeah, his first
And-
cake stand.
And we'll be talking about that on one of my follow-up videos.
Yeah,
So
we
it-
just want to talk about the exes.
So if you want to, if you like this video and you want to hear more videos like this, like and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you don't miss any. And everybody, peace out. We'll see you guys later.
Green dip.